Good afternoon, everyone. I'm really excited to be here today. Over the next few minutes, I will show you how our team has been experimenting with AI to solve one of the biggest pain points in e-commerce advertising: optimizing product feed with inconsistent or bare minimal feeds. During this session, I will also showcase an actual example of how we leverage the system that our senior Google Ads expert Casper Benschop has developed for our client MediSafe. So let's start with the main challenge we face in many of our accounts. Rules in feed optimization tools like Channable are used when you want to make broad, standardized changes to a large number of products in your feed at once, instead of writing individual rules for each case. For example, setting all the product titles to start with a brand name, or removing certain characters across all product descriptions. Bulk rules let you apply one consistent transformation or filter the entire feed in one go. They're perfect when you want to standardize data, enforce structure, or apply universal logic. However, these rules have some limitations when a feed is inconsistent, when important attributes are missing. Lookup tables can solve some issues, but they are not scalable. So the first step we took to tackle these challenges was to define this hypothesis. If we automatically added unused product attributes to titles using real search data and a continuous feedback loop, we could boost ROAS and CTR by at least 10%. Once this hypothesis was clear, it was time to go back to the drawing board. First, we had to decide which account would offer the biggest opportunity for impact. In this case, it was our client MediSafe. Then we looked at the data sources. Which one can we combine and leverage to build our self-optimizing system? In this case, we combine organic search data and performance data from our Google Ads account, along with experiences we have developed over the last 2 decades. So how do we set up a proper testing environment? Because A/B testing with shopping feed isn't possible within the standard features of Google Ads. And how are we going to extract and combining the data in a scalable way? And of course, and how do we build a feedback loop that can actually optimize the product feed itself over time without any manual labor? To solve all these question marks, we created this process. We started pulling data from an existing product feed that is connected to our main Google Ads account. We export all the relevant attributes from the product feed into our master spreadsheet. Then we bring in data from Markeffect. This software allows us to gather organic data, search term data, and relate it back to the specific products based on their landing pages. At SKU level, we bundle all of these information together to one master spreadsheet. Next, we push the spreadsheet data via N8N into OpenAI. N8N connects all the data points, and OpenAI does the magic. For each SKU, OpenAI generates 2 alternative product titles. One based on the additional attributes from the base feed, and another title based on organic search term data from Markeffect. If neither source is available, OpenAI follows our detailed vertical specific instructions to rewrite the title, allowing the system to learn from our past experience. The 2 new titles then are pushed back into the master spreadsheet as separate attributes. This step built on the bulk rules we used previously. Bulk rules are effective when feeds are consistent, but since the real-world data often includes differences in capitalizations or abbreviations or maybe spacing, this is the approach adds flexibility to handle those variations more smoothly. From there, the master sheet is imported into Channable. Channable allows us to combine different data sources and automatically create 2 new product variants for each base product. While doing this, we set up a new product feed within Channable. We include the newly generated product variants in a separate product feed, which we send to a different merchant center linked to the Google Test account. This account is set up for testing alongside the main one, with campaigns configured for a nice geo-split test. Finally, we use performance scripts to monitor product level results in both Google Ads accounts. If the product variations meet certain thresholds, we compare the performance. The winning variants are pushed back through the master spreadsheet and Google into the Google Ads main account, ensuring only the best performer remain there. The losing variants re-enter the loop where they get another chance to improve over time. We had this setup live for about 2 months now with one of our clients, MediSafe. They are a medical retailer active in the US, the UK, and across whole Europe. Since launching, the self-optimized system has already created about 20 winning alternatives on the total products of 80 products. For context, the products that were not adjusted that had an average ROAS of 7.4 and a CTR of 1%. The newly generated products, on the other hand, are averaging a ROAS of 10.1 and a CTR of 1.7. Our next step is to build a DSA campaign, a dynamic search ads campaign based on these optimized products, to dominate the SERP and advertise on product level. The search terms generated by those campaigns will also be integrated back into the flow with Channable that way. We'll continue feeding the system with more and more high quality data that way. And that's how we're moving forward to a fully automated AI-powered product feed optimization strategy. Thanks for having me. Back to Jim.
Thank you so much. Exciting stuff. Thank you so much. That is exactly the kind of optimization that frees up your time and boosts scalability, right? Now it's time to unlock our first level. I'm curious what kind of reward we have in store for you. Let's find out.
G'day, Mike Rhodes here from 8020agent.com, and I trust you're enjoying the Impact Cube from Channable. I have a question for you. 5% or 100%? Of what, Mike? Of your total business income over the past 12 months. Or if you're working in a business, your total salary for the past 12 months. Get that number in your head and then work out what 5% of it is. That is the amount I believe you need to be investing over the next few months in your AI literacy, in understanding how your job and the tasks that you do are going to change because of AI and automation. Because I truly believe if you stick your head in the sand or you wait too long, then you risk 100% of that number that you just thought of a moment ago. You risk being obsolete. I do not want you to be obsolete. I want you to be indispensable. And you don't need to be too far ahead of the rest of the pack to make yourself indispensable, but you have to start very, very soon, like now, and understand how AI and automation is going to affect all of those tasks that you do. Your job isn't going away. Your job is just a bundle of tasks. Many of those tasks may stay quite similar to how they are now, but many of those tasks are going to change unrecognizably, and many more are going to disappear completely. Your job right now is to understand which tasks could benefit from AI or automation and which ones won't. You do that by getting in, by playing, by experimenting with these tools, by investing in yourself and in the people that work for you. Will you be ready? Because this isn't coming soon. This is here now. This is happening. We might all be completely wrong about AI, and maybe it is overhyped. Maybe it's a fad. Maybe it all disappears. I very much doubt it. But do you want to take that risk? I think you can invest 5% or risk 100%. Now, I've heard that Channable have some amazing announcements coming towards the end of the day, some of them even about AI. So hang around for those. I'm Mike Rhodes. I'll see you next time.